share a little bit about Valor, and we're going to share a little bit about the purity of essential oils and what that means. So we both have our bottles of Valor. Should we take a big sniff? I love the smell of this. You're gonna put a drop in your hand? Just one drop, you don't need to shake it. It's probably just low. There you go. So Aaron's gonna go ahead and sniff it. You're gonna let me sniff it too? All right, smells so good. All right, Valor is a really amazing blend from Young Living. It's one of their oldest blends, and it was one of the original oils in the premium starter kit way back when. And now Young Living has a new formulated Valor, and we did a little bit of research this morning to learn a little bit more about that, right? And what that means and why they reformulated it. And they just came out with this oil in already diluted and made roller bottle. So that's pretty awesome because they used to not have that, and that's new.
Yeah.
So Erin, you did a little research on Valor. What was something that you learned about the story of Valor and how it came to be?
So at first they were making it with
Rosewood, blue tansy. It's not on that one because that's the new one.
Frankincense and geranium, and they ran out of blue tansy, and
it was hard to source and grow,
yeah, it
right?
was hard to source, and then they got that back in stock. And then they ran out of rosewood.
Because rosewood actually became an endangered species.
Yeah, and then they found it in the Amazon rainforest. They were gonna take it out, but then they decided, how about we don't take it out? Because then we'll be hurting the environment of the Amazon rainforest. So instead, they took camphor wood and
do you remember where they found camphor wood?
On a farm
in Taiwan.
Yeah.
Little geography lesson this morning too, right?
They found it in Taiwan, and they replaced rosewood with camphor wood.
Yeah, and camphor wood has similar properties to rosewood, so it's going to provide the same frequency and the same balancing effects as the rosewood without changing Valor. So they did make a Valor 2 for a little while because they were having trouble with the blue tansy.
Yeah.
And the smell of the Valor 2 was very different, but the effects of it for emotional support was the same, and so that was a good thing. But they wanted to make sure that they kept the physical effects of Valor the same also. So Valor is a blend that can increase feelings of strength, courage, and self-esteem, especially during adversity. And did you look up the definition of Valor?
I looked it up in my dictionary. It says the boldness or firmness in braving danger.
Yeah.
That's what
the word actually means. That's a great definition for that word. So Valor is also structurally stabilizing, and it helps to stabilize the nervous conditions as well as feelings and emotions, as well as your physical structure as well. So the cool part about this is that Young Living really cares about purity. And when they reformulated Valor, it was because they wanted to make sure that they were finding sustainable resources as well as pure resources. So we looked up a little bit too about how essential oils are distilled and how that matters, because this past year I actually got to go experience distillation. It was of balsam fir. And we got to see the actual distillation vats and how they are made. And do you remember what the material that we read about was important for it to be distilled in?
Stainless steel. They need stainless steel, and you can't use copper or aluminum.
Yeah, if you use copper or aluminum, it can degrade the actual essential oil and make it less therapeutic. And in fact, also just doing the distillation process was really
time of day.
Yeah, so that was something we looked up too. So the plants distilling them
toxic.
Well, that was
No, that was the
herbicides and
herbicides and pesticides. They can make it toxic if they have it on the oil during distillation.
On the plants, right? So if an herbicide or a pesticide is used on a plant and distilled, during that distillation process, it can actually create a toxic combination.
Yeah, and what I thought was cool about how they gave up rosewood, they gave up using rose. They weren't gonna use the rosewood in the Amazon forest, and they gave up $100 million.
Yeah, by not having Valor in stock for that long, Young Living sacrificed a lot of profits for quite some time.
Yeah, and that's what I thought was cool about Young Living. They gave up a ton of money for just saving the lives of a few trees.
Yeah, that's really cool. It's very true. And it was out of stock for 2 years, so it was quite a long time that it wasn't around. And then when they brought it back in stock, they made sure to do it in a sustainable way. So now they have a partner farm in Taiwan that they can make sure that it's grown properly and that there's no pesticides used in that farm. And also, one of the things that we talked a little bit about was the therapeutic benefits of essential oils. And remember, we looked up a little bit about how many essential oils are produced within the world. So there's over 300 essential oils being distilled on a regular basis. And by thousands and thousands and thousands of different people. And what we learned was, you want to show the diagram?
Yeah. So I made this diagram, and it's 98% of essential oils is used in perfume and cosmetic industry, and only 2% is used for therapeutic and medical applications.
So we looked that up, and Young Living belongs in that 2% of how they make their essential oils and why they make them. So they're not for the perfume or cosmetic industry, which is a big thing that sets Young Living apart and makes their essential oils worth getting. So Valor is back in a roller, and Valor is awesome for everyday use. We love it around here.
Yeah.
It's definitely one that we've used on a regular basis because both of these bottles are getting low. So we hope that you enjoy it, and we thank you for joining us today. Have a great day.
Bye.